it's like. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carry for Matt Forte. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right around the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Pretty move. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Darren Lee able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, That's a big-time play by the defense.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Complete outright to Kerr. Catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Defense showing blitz. On 2nd down, Taylor. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bruce Carter able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Lemonnier. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're going to look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flip to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, pressure comes and the Bills block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
As you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Bills, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, it's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. He'll throw on first down with Taylor. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Anunua's got it, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a pass.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw here. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. So Taylor is out, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. A first throw now for the backup, Nathan Peterman. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. And he's got a new one. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the shotgun, Peterman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Peterman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They give to McCoy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This give is to McCoy, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Peterman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. No one go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go! Blue landed!
On second down, here's Peterman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that...
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun on third down, Peterman. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Now Peterman on first down, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's dropped by his tight end, Charles Clay. And now it's second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Peterman. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here we go, Peterman on fourth down. Open man is Holmes. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bills a first down. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
2nd and 10. Peterman again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing once more. Peterman to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And to give this time to the tailback. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the pistol, Forte. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
Set. Green 39. Green.
One last shot for Peterman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.